What is up everyone, this is Ken here. Welcome back again to TechCurrent YouTube channel. Octavie OS v 2.8 official version is released for Redmi Note 8 users and Redmi Note 8T users. If you're a Redmi Note 8 user, which means Ginkgo user, or if you're a Willow user, Redmi Note 8T, you can install this thing. This is OctavieOS 2.8, and in OctavieOS 2.8 they've changed some UI things, especially in Octavie Lab. They've changed the UI, which seems to be very interesting one compared to the previous one. Honestly, I like that a lot. Let's just talk about the things and UI. Even if it has the Google Apps or vanilla build, you get almost same UI. The smoothness, performance, everything seems to be decent one. I'm not saying it's just one of the great ones out there, but still it's quite good enough to use as your daily driver. I thought that I should share with you the CPU throttling, but unfortunately I was not able to. I'll show you about 30 for approximately 20 to 30 seconds. I'll show you about that. Let's just talk about the default things which you get here, like default launcher and etc. The default UI is the normal one. You don't get the OctavieOS wallpaper, by the way. And in the terms of default launcher, it comes with the icon pack support. You can customize the icon size, you can customize the font size also. In home screen, you have some bit of extra customizations for you: allow, edit and show Google app, etc. App drawer has the option to hide the apps from app drawer, and last but not the least, double tap gestures, some developer options, etc. So one thing is clear, that it doesn't come with the Pixel launcher pre-installed. It has the OctavieOS dialer, by the way, which is a very good thing, which is basically OnePlus theme dialer. I made a video on that, so make sure to check out that. In the terms of camera section, it comes with the MIUI camera available for use. So yes, MIUI camera, which means all the features, all the camera lenses, etc., everything should work for you. And yes, it's pre-installed, so if a camera is pre-installed, most of the times it has almost everything seems to be working. Only if you use Magisk module, etc., then you might see some broken things, but almost everything is working here till now, what I saw. In the terms of CPU throttling test, as I previously mentioned you, I was not able to show you because I was not able to take a screenshot, so that's why let me just test it once again. But let me just tell you that CPU throttling was CPU was throttled to 86% of its maximum performance, is what the result what I got after before some time. But yes, actually what the actual performance is what matters instead of these scores, so just believe on those scores. And in the terms of the L1 certificate, what I saw, L1 is not present there. Maybe if you need to flash firmware before installing this ROM file, then you might see the L1 certificate, but right now what I am seeing is L3. So yes, it's little bit disappointing for some of the users, but I don't use Netflix and Amazon Prime, etc. I always download that, so it's up to you. If you're looking for it, you can. In the terms of safety net status, which also matters a lot for the users, as if you are looking to install banking apps on a device, if you are looking to run banking apps on a device, that matters a lot. And the safety net status is passed without the box, out of the box, which means without root. If you don't root your device, you'll still be able to use banking apps and etc. Safety net status will be passed for you, and this is a very positive thing for some of the users. I don't root my device. Sometimes I root, because if I goes to use migrate backup, etc., then I always root my device. In the terms of battery section, overnight 0% drain was unbelievable. Of course, it's 4000 mAh battery and etc. Overnight 0%. I'm using it for more than 15 hours. Screen on time is 1 hour plus, so it's good enough. Also, as you can see, this is the bug which I got, which is, I'm not saying it's a device specific bug. This might be a source bug, but this is what I get, and this is of course not a major bug. Some bit of UI things, etc. In the terms of customization section, display, you have the option to customize the fonts, and in the clock style you get some extra clocks available for you: shape shift, loading animation, swing animation, Octavie's digital clock, Android S, etc. All the options are present for you, although Android 12 beta 4 is released. So let's see what they bring there. In the terms of other options, Octavie Lab, as I previously mentioned, Octavie Lab is now revamped, so something is new there. The UI is changed, but else extra features are basically same. Nothing new here. I just got the Octavie Lab, and everything else, some minor changes would be present, not any major change, not any huge change was the Octavie Lab UI, but everything else is just same. So if you're looking to install this thing, installation is simple. You can simply install this thing on a device like other custom ROMs. So this is all from today's short and simple video. I hope you like this. If you like this, don't forget to like and share this video. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe me. Goodbye.
over the edge. Feel like I'm floating through